Hello guys and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you this 2020 Hyundai Palisade. This one is the limited trim, so I'm going to go ahead and show you all the features this limited trim has. So if you guys are interested in this color is called Lagoon Silver, and honestly it looks really nice and it gives the Palisade a really nice look. But come to the front of the Palisade, honestly it looks really nice, and I honestly think this SUV is the king of the three-row SUV. Just looks really nice, and the front end of the Palisade looks amazing, honestly, and the design of the headlights have a really nice look. Coming to the headlights, the top headlights are actually going to be very nice and thin or slim, and coming to the bottom, those are going to be the high beam and the low beam, and actually the daytime running light goes all the way to the bottom. And in the bottom right here you will see some sensors. And coming to the grill looks really nice and massive. So coming to the engine of the Palisade, this one is the 3.8 V6 engine. This one produces 291 horses and 262 feet of torque. This one is paired to an 8-speed transmission, and this one gets 19 in the city, 24 highway, and 21 combined. Coming to the side of the Palisade, honestly I think it's the best looking three-row SUV. I think it looks much better than the Honda Pilot and the Toyota Highlander. Coming down here by the bottom of the doors, you will have a really nice sharp line, and overall all the lines look really nice and sharp. But come to the rims are 245 50 20, and this is the limited trim, so we'll give you the bigger rims. But coming to the mirror will have a really nice looking turn signal indicators. I really like the way how the turn signal indicators look like, and right underneath the mirror they're going to be a camera. That's of course for the 360 camera. So coming to the back of the Palisade, it looks really nice back here. I really like the design of the taillights. They look actually really simple, and I like the fact they extend all the way to the side of the body. But coming down here you will have the reverse light and some reflectors in the bottom. Next to it you will have sensors, and then I like the fact that there is this nice chrome piece all the way across the bottom of the bumper, and then you'll have the Palisade emblem on the back of the tailgate, and then the Hyundai logo up there. And then on the right you will have the H track, since this is the all-wheel drive. And then the bottom you will have a single exhaust with dual tips, and they're actually connected, which is very good. So coming to the key of the Palisade, you will have 5 buttons. You will have lock, unlock, remote start, and then a trunk release button and the panic button all the way in the bottom. And then you will have a physical key that you could actually take out. But to remote start the Palisade, all you have to do is just go ahead and lock it once, and then hold the remote button. To open the tailgate, all you have to do is just go ahead and hold the button, and then the tailgate will open. And inside the Palisade, it's honestly really big here, since this one is the throw row SUV, and it just looks really massive. I like the fact that the second row and the third row are controlled by buttons, so basically could push the buttons for the second row and the seats will actually fold down, and for the third row you could actually bring them up and put them down. Coming right here you will have a storage place, and then you will have the jack and some tools for the jack, and there is a good amount of space down here. You will have tie downs on the left and right, and then you will have hooks and tie downs on the right side and left side as well. Right here you will have a 12-volt, which is very good, and all the way right there you will have a USB, and you will have buttons to control the third row. So to lift the seats up, there is buttons, and everything's nice and labeled. To lift the left one up, all you have to do is just click on it, and then the seat will go all the way up by itself. And if we do the same thing to the other one as well, the seat will actually go all the way up. They're actually pretty quick, which is very good. But to put them down, all you have to do is go ahead and click on the buttons, and that will take care of everything, which is very good. I like the fact that the seats go down and up by themselves. And for the front seats, there's 2 buttons right here. All you have to do is just go ahead and click on the buttons, and that will drop the seats down. So to lock and unlock the Palisade, you have to hit this button. There's no sensor in the back. So coming to the door has a really nice look to it. I really like the design of the door. But coming up here, you will have a really nice soft materials. I really like the trim right here. And then coming right here, I really like the fact that this is wrapped in leather and it has this really nice cool design that matches the grille of the Palisade. Coming right here, you will have a nice soft armrest. And coming to the windows are very nice. They have a great quality and they feel and look really, really nice. And I like the trim around the window switches and door controls. Coming up here, you'll have of course, the door handle. The door handle has a really nice weight to it. And coming up here, you will have the memory seats. And then in the bottom, you have plastic, and this is plastic. And everything looks really nice. I really like it. And you will have a small cup holder right here, a little bit more storage, and then you will have the Harman Kardon this limited trim has. So coming inside, the seat is very nice and comfortable. I really like the design of the seats, and they just feel really, really nice. Inside the Palisade, it feels really good in here and it feels nice and roomy. But coming to the left, you will have the brightness controls, blind spot, lane keep assist, traction control, and then the tailgate release. And this is the emergency e-brake or the electronic e-brake. And something I like about the electronic e-brake is that there is this really nice trim on the electronic e-brake, and I honestly really like the look of it. Coming to the steering wheel will have really nice looking buttons. Everything actually feels and look really nice, and the way how the buttons feel, I feel very nice and high quality. But coming to the right, you will have the cruise control, and you will have a couple buttons to control the 12.3 LCD screen, and this screen is bigger than this screen, which is very nice. And this is all digital screen, and it looks really, really nice and massive. And coming to the back of the steering wheel, you'll have paddle shifters, and they have a really nice feel to them. To the left, you'll have the headlight controls. To the right, you will have the wiper controls. And coming to the steering wheel has a really nice look to it. It looks very nice, and I really like the fact that the ring is on the thicker side, which is very good. So coming to the screen, this one is a 10.25 inches. This one is 12.3, and this screen actually looks very small comparing to this one. Anyways, this screen is very nice and responsive. It has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and I really like the responsiveness of this screen. You could go from one screen to another, and it just doesn't take any time. It's very nice and responsive, and I really like that. Anyways, coming down here, you will have a really nice, cool looking vents. You could basically lock them just by moving them to the left. Coming down here, you will have a volume knob, which is very good, and then you will have a couple buttons for the screen. And then clicking on this, it will have a really nice sound to it, and I like the fact that this flashes as well. And you will have a couple more buttons for the middle screen. And then coming down here, you will have the climate control. The climate controls are very nice and very easy to read. Coming underneath the climate controls, you will have the button shifter or shift by wire buttons. And then coming right here, you will have the auto hold, and then you will have a couple drive modes, and you could lock it, which is very, very good. Coming right here, you will have the hill descent, parking sensors. The view only works when you have the car in drive, and then you will have the engine start stop. Coming here, you will have cold seats, heated seats, and heated steering wheel. So the gauges change when you change the drive modes. If you put it on eco, it will turn green. If you put it on snow, it will have a different color. And then each individual mode has a look to it, which is very good. This is the sport mode, and then this is the smart mode. So coming to the cup holders, they have a really nice, cool design to them. But before I show you this, I'm going to go ahead and close this to show you how the middle console looks like with the cover closed. It just looks really nice. And to open the cover, all you have to do is just go ahead and click on this button, and then it will open, and it opens nice and smooth. And coming to the cup holders, the cup holders have a really nice cool design to them. You could basically hide the cup holders just by doing this, and you could do the same thing for the other one as well. Actually, this one gets pushed this way, and there is so much space right now. This is a wireless charging pad, and then you have a USB right here. And then to open the cup holders or to use the cup holders, all you have to do is just go ahead and click on this push button, and that basically brings those plastic things back. And then you could of course put your drinks, but this is very nice and clever. If you're not using them, you could basically just hide them away, and just gives you a lot of space. So underneath the middle console, there's going to be a very large storage place. You could probably put a whole person there, and there is a USB and a 12-volt outlet. So coming to the armrest is on the firm side. Opening the armrest, there is this small plastic tray, and then the space inside is very big. This tray is removable, and inside you will have a 12-volt, and then you will have a USB, and this armrest has a very big storage place. So for the glove box, there is a good amount of space. I really like the trim on the dash. It looks really nice, and those materials are very nice and soft, and this is soft as well. And then you will have a heads-up display. So coming to the mirror has a couple buttons for the garage controls, and it has auto dimming. Coming up here, you will have LED lights, which is expected for an SUV this price. Right here, if you click on this or push this, it will open a mirror to basically see the people sitting in the back. And then up here you will have SOS, and then there's a couple buttons right here for roadside assistant. And this one has panoramic sunroof, and the panoramic sunroof is very big, and it just makes the interior of the Palisade very nice and big. So coming to the back door looks the same as the front door. This is nice and soft, and then I like this leather and the trim, and the armrest is soft as the front. This in the bottom is expected plastic, which is fine. This is Harman Kardon. There is a Harman Kardon logo on the speaker itself. I wish the trim was the same as the front, which was chrome. You will have a really small cup holder, or maybe a bottle holder, and then you will have two cup holders right here, which is very good. And then the switches and the trim is the same exact as the front door, and you will have a small tweeter or speaker up here. And then right here you will have a privacy screen. So coming to the second row, the seat looks really nice. I really like the design of it. You will have a button right here in the bottom, and then you will have a lever, and then up top right here you'll have another button. The buttons basically will push the seat all the way up like this, and this lever will put the seats all the way down. Just like this. And there is actually a red string that you could pull, and it will basically push the seat all the way up. For the second row, they will have their own climate control. So you'll have heated seats, cold seats, and then of course the climate controls. And in the bottom right here, you'll have an AC outlet, and then you'll have a 12-volt socket. So I'm gonna go ahead and drive this Palisade around the parking lot, and I did actually move it to right here in the corner, and honestly it drives very nice and comfortable. It just floats, and it has this very nice comfortable suspension. Hopefully you guys could see it on the camera, but I'm gonna go ahead and move it around the parking lot. I'm not gonna take it on the street, but I'm just gonna go ahead and move it around the parking lot just to show you how the SUV drives and how it looks like in motion. So talking about the steering wheel first, I'm gonna tell you that the steering wheel is actually very nice and soft, and the sound of this V6 sounds really nice. It is a big SUV, but honestly it's very easy to drive, and it's very easy to move around a lot of cars and in parking lots like this. So I really like it. The suspension is very nice and soft, and I really like the way how the engine sounds. One thing about this engine, it's very nice and responsive. With 291 horses and 262 feet of torque, this engine is very nice and responsive. But guys, that's it for this video. I would like to thank Meriden Hyundai for providing me this 2020 Hyundai Palisade Limited. If you guys are interested, I'm gonna go ahead and put their link in the description. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe, and as always, I'll see you next time.